Holla ballers and a bro fist to you all on this fine Friday. In fact, have another. There it is. You wonderful, wonderful shining stars of the internet. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you for joining me. It's Friday. Yeah. Work, school, all that bullshit. All done with. All done with. It's finished. Don't give a shit for the rest of the next 2 days. Couldn't care less. Want something doing? Wait till Monday. I don't care anymore. When's your homework due? Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I really need to read that book, but not today. No, I do not. I have the plague. I've caught it from somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know where. I feel it's because I've been walking Ben in the rain, and that's kind of given me some kind of plague. But hell, I'm sure we'll get through the show just fine, and you will not be able to notice how incredibly hot I am. Hot indeed, hot indeed. But of course, we all join together on this fine Friday Eve for one particular reason. And that is, of course, every Friday with us is where we kick back, we relax, and we don't give a shit no more. We help people throughout all the week. We do intensive workshops. We do Q&As on the state of World of Warcraft. We do all that kind of good stuff Monday to Thursday. But on a Friday, it's drama time. That's right. It's drama time. That's what it is. Every single one of you right here, every single one of you who's watching me right now has a story to tell. And sometimes you think, my story's boring. I don't care. You won't like my story. My story's rubbish compared to all the others. I don't have any other stories. I don't have anything to tell. You do. You do. You have something to tell me and to tell the rest of the world. And through the power of anonymity, and with me reading the stories, we can express our love and affection for all those crazy things that happen to us throughout MMOs. Doesn't have to be World of Warcraft. Many of you say, what about Star Wars The Old Republic? I had some drama there. What about EVE Online? I had some big drama there. Tell us about it. Tell us about it. Because after the drama is always done, we look back and we kind of laugh at it, at how ridiculous some things get in this big worldwide web of Warcraft. Things get a little bit crazy, things get heated, and things get serious. Because we are dealing with other people. That's the main point. We're dealing with other real-life people. And those people can be massive assholes. Can't they? Yes, they can. They can be giant assholes and shit on us from a great height. Quick reminder that tomorrow, yes, 24 hours from now, unless you're watching this on YouTube, in which case it's some other time, it's a live web show with me and the one, the only Ghost. I am saving one drama story for the web show because you guys really, really like that. You really, really like that. So we're going to do another drama story on Saturday. Okay. Okay. I have 3 stories though, however. Do not be disappointed. I haven't saved the best one for Saturday because they're all awesome. I have, and you guys can start picking and choosing. I don't have Notepad open. How will I remember everybody's name? It's a good point, Preacher. I have The Incredible Buy, a teaser of a title. We don't really know what it's about. We have Last Man Standing. We also have From Boy to Baller. Oh, yeah. Boy to Baller. And you'll be happy to know that none of them came in a PDF format, which is kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad. What are we looking at here? You want the Palace story. I don't think there is a Palace story. Last Man Standing, Boy to Baller. You notice how if you don't do an amazing title, nobody picks your story first. You pick a story, the title that nobody knows what it means, The Incredible Buy. Nobody picks it. Not a single man. Not a single man. But now I've said that, guess what will happen? People will start choosing it. I guarantee it. I guarantee that will happen. But we're going to get through all 3 of them. We're going to get through all 3 of them. Oh, it's pretty 50-50. Pretty 50-50 all around. Pretty 50-50. I'm going to go with the last one left. Because the theme of this story is actually hilarious. It's actually really, really good. The theme of this story is really cool. This story, the last one left, sent to us by a wonderful man. I figured I would tell you the story of how I joined WoW and how I am the only one still playing out of my friends. So instantly we cut through the bullshit, don't we? We cut through that absolute nonsense of your friends inviting you to play World of Warcraft and then abandoning you in that oh so typical fashion. We know that's going to happen. Late November 2006, I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan. That's right, we've got a military man. We've got a military man who's, you know, he prides himself on his principles. We've got a military man here. And having fun playing Fear and other PC games on my first custom-built PC. How proud you are. How proud you are. So are you. Oh, look at that. There we go. We've got another member of Okinawa, Japan. We have quite a Preach Gaming base down in Okinawa, Japan. It's all going on. Nobody ever sends me a brofist from there. The fuck is wrong with you guys? What is this? What is this? You're in Okinawa, Japan, and you don't send me a brofist? The hell is wrong with you people? My God. Absolutely tragic. My first custom-built PC. It's what I'm confused by the whole military thing, and hopefully I know there's many of you guys who watch who are in the military because you've sent me pictures of you stationed in various places, not Japan, I might add. What do you guys do over there? I had a very good friend from Texas who was he was stationed in Korea, and all he did was play games, even inside tanks. He used to sit. This is what he told me, right? I hadn't heard from this guy in about a year and a half. He was a big fat guy. Big fat guy from Texas, right? Great laugh, wonderful PvPer, absolutely fucking vicious. And then he suddenly got this urge to become healthy. And we were all like, we want to play games, right? So he suddenly starts getting into guns and following that traditional Texas tradition of killing things. Only joking, by the way. I know we have a lot of Texans in the chat. And and then he said to me, I'm going to join the military. I'm going to join the army and become a Marine. Awesome, that's pretty cool. So off he goes, he does his thing, joins the Marine, and then disappears for about a year and a half. At least 12, 14 months, something like that. Then suddenly he appears, as if from nowhere, upon a YouTube comment. He sent me a personal thing, and I knew the name. I knew the gamer tag, and I was like, oh, it's him. And I was like, dude, join our TeamSpeak and stuff when you can. You've obviously got access to the interwebs. And he does. And you know what he tells me? He's inside one of their missile launching platforms that's like mobile. It's like a big truck with like 8 tires, and it just has fucking big missiles on the back of it. He says, my job in Korea is to sit in this thing all day. I just sit in here all day. That's it. And I take my laptop in with me, and I just kind of play games because we've got internet access inside the tank. And I just sit in there, and I wait in case the order comes through to blow North Korea up. That's what I do. I sit in this thing all day. I trained for like 2 years or a year and a half or whatever to go to Korea, sit in a missile launcher, and wait for the order to blow North Korea up. That's what I do. I'm like, all right, so that's not likely to happen. And he's like, I know. We all know that, but this is part of what I do. This is it. He said, it's not exactly what I signed up for. He wasn't impressed. It wasn't what he signed up for, but that's what he did. And then he said to me, but the thing is, right, if we get the order to blow North Korea up, I need to get another order to confirm it and then he told me like, because these missiles, and they really apparently drill this into the guys, these missiles are worth like $5 million each. And that's important, right? If you're going to blow someone up with $5 million, you better fucking mean it. It's kind of like the message you got. It's like, okay, your job is to go and sit in the missile launcher. The shit is really expensive. Don't accidentally blow up North Korea because it's going to cost us like $5 million, right? So don't do that because it's really expensive. So bear that in mind. Above all else, it's $5 million a missile. Okay, that's how much it costs to blow up North Korea per missile. Don't be stupid with it, right? So that's what he told me. So he just basically sat in there and he played WoW all day, like just on his Disc Priest. He was playing a Disc Priest. He was just doing BGs all day, every day. That was his role. Kind of cool. Okay, let's get back on the topic. So yeah, you guys get a lot of PC time over there, a lot of gaming time. He showed me a picture of his barracks. It was just like a dorm room with loads of PC stuff. It was pretty cool. I was new to the island and it took me a few months to get some friends. Was it because you were playing on your brand new custom built PC? I think it was. Hey, do you want to go make friends outside? No, I've got Fear on my brand new PC. Are you kidding me? Look at the FPS. Have you seen my FPS? I don't need friends. Look at my FPS, you fucker. I'm fucking ready to go. But in the meantime, one of my co-workers said I should play WoW. He's that guy. He's that guy. I heard of the game before during my training. Really? Why are you... Guys, what happened to being a geek? What happened to being a geek? The hell is talking about World of Warcraft in the training camp to become a military man? What the hell is going on with you people? It happened to me in the gym the other day. I was talking to my nephew, and we were, you know, pumping iron, showing the guns off. And this guy, and we were talking about WoW. In fact, we were talking about Ghosty getting his Warglaive and how funny it was. It really cheered me up. I was talking about Emma and all that stuff. And I was saying, yeah, but Ghosty then texted me the next day saying, you've got to watch this video at like 6 minutes. You'll really like it. And I said, it was the only thing that really made me laugh. Because I laugh a lot, right? I laugh a lot. And then he told me this, and I was talking about it. And all I said was like, in slow-mo, World of Warcraft. I probably didn't even say that. I probably said like, wow. I was like, wow. This guy went, oh, I've heard of WoW. What are you guys talking about? And then you get into that awkward moment where you're like, nothing. Not talking about a damn thing. Shut the hell up, right? We're working out. We're men. We're men. We're lifting heavy. We're lifting heavy things, right? We don't talk about... We're not gamers. We're sports people. We're sports people, right? So Ghost... Technically, Ghost nearly got me in trouble with a randomer. Well, you know it. Do you play WoW? No, definitely not. But never played it. I picked up a copy and installed it that weekend. I was told to roll... What do you think he was told to roll? I love this. I love this game. What do you guys think he was told to roll? What do you think he was told to roll? He was told to roll something by his friend, right? What should you roll? And race, not just class. Ooh, Dolores got the class. What race? What race? Dolores got the class. Tank. Come on. Blelf. No. Ooh. Night Elf. Javanix got it. Yeah. And Nelf Druid. I was told. You were told this. Roll a Night Elf Druid. I'm actually okay with that as long as it was female. I'm loving the female Night Elf Druid. Get Ali. Hunters. Gotta be a hunter. And so I did. I suddenly noticed that 3 of my co-workers played Alliance. So in this place, there is this underground WoW thing going on, right? Are you getting the feeling this is an underground WoW population at wherever this chap is? And 13 played Horde. Yes, back then, WoW was very popular at work. It would appear so. That's like 17 people are playing WoW. On different sides, right? They all work together. Do you think they hate each other? Do you think when they see each other in the corridors, like, Night Elf. Amateur hour. My Horde co-workers always said they were going to find me and gank me. Having experienced this several times in Westfall, this made me a little worried. Aww. I didn't want to play if I was going to be murdered all the time. I don't want to play no more. You guys are ruining my immersion. You're spoiling Westfall quests for me. I need to kill these nasty men. I've got to get into the dead mines. Westfall. I can't complete Westfall. This is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. That's funny. I didn't want to play if I was going to be murdered all the time. So I didn't play for a few weeks. Like, fuck you guys always killing me. I'm not playing. I made some new friends and enjoyed the island. Started to eat more local food and explore. Then Burning Crusade comes out. And this changed the environment at work. Shit's about to get real. Shit's about to get real. IRL, by the way. The Burning Crusade came. Half of my co-workers played WoW, and half of them did not. Oddly enough, this was around the same dividing line of who played softball and who did not. Jocks and geeks. Classic stuff. We got together at lunch and all 17 of us decided to roll hard. We made a pact. I love this. This is the best plan ever. This cannot end in failure. All of the people you see in real life are going to play WoW together. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I did not want to be a Tauren Druid, so they recommended I go Blood Elf Mage. When you could have been undead? Are you kidding me? And because I was still a noob, they told me to be female to get free loot. Oh my god! Your friends are so fucking stupid. What? Be a female Blelf Mage, because they get preferential loot. Hi, I'm just amazing. Need some items, please. Also, something about male blood elves. Now, okay, this is in the story. Hey, I didn't say this. They said I should be a female blood elf because male blood elves are apparently gay. Hey, that's in the story. It's not me, man. It's not me. It's in the story. It's in the story. So I did that, and over the next few months I leveled with my guild and we spent our lunches and breaks at work talking about the game. That can become really tiresome. This angered the non-WoW workers and they complained that we were not working hard enough because we were talking about the game instead of working. You just said it happened during lunch. Are you telling a little Porky Pie there? Were you talking about it while you were working? So that's naughty. That's naughty. And that's a lot of WoW talk. Holy shit. So the boss... I can't believe the boss had to get involved. We need a team meeting. The boss told us that outside of breaks and lunch that we could only talk about work-related things. Fuck off! No, I'll talk about what the fuck I want. Are you kidding me? You can't tell me what I can talk about. Dick. This made work very boring and did not increase productivity. Really? Have you sent that fax yet? No. Good story. Good story. Good story. Either way, I got my Mace to 70 and started farming tailoring to get that sweet Shadow Weave set. Anybody remember the Shadow Weave set? What a fucking joke of a set. Awesome up until Black Temple. Really, really overpowered. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. Not realizing... Yeah, I was just going to say, Shadow Weave? Not realizing Frost was not a rating spec. Aw, really? You wanted the Spellfire set, dude? Get it together, baby. Get it together. Shadow Weave was the Frost and Shadow. Spell Weave was Fire and Arcane, I want to say. I think. Not realizing that Frost was not a rating spec. Our guild merged with... Okay. There's going to be loads of people who are really confused right now. Back in the day, spell damage didn't really exist like it used to be. There used to be like Frost spell damage and Fire spell damage, right? If you just joined the game, you might be wondering, what are we talking about? It didn't used to be just spell power and spell damage. That did exist, but there was also Frost spell damage and Shadow spell damage and Fire spell damage and such and such and such, okay? so you're up to date. You're up to date. You know what's going on. Our guild merged with another guild, and we went off to do our first raid. Except I wasn't allowed to go because I was a Frost mage and didn't have any fire gear. Ah, rookie mistake, dude. Rookie mistake. Absolutely rookie. Not allowed to go. I had spent weeks farming up the Frost set. Oh, no. I spent weeks farming it. Did anybody actually create the Spellfire set? Or the Frostweave, is it Frostweave? Frost Shadow Weave set? It ain't easy. It was not easy. If you had to farm that shit yourself, that fucking shit wasn't easy. It was a pain in the ass. I know, I did it. I did it on my Warlock. Oh my god. I had spent weeks farming up the Frost set. I asked for help to farm up the Fire set, but no one would help me to get the Fire motes. I feel for you, bro. Nobody helped me either. I was like, I really want to play a Warlock. I need the Shadow Weave set. In fact, I think I went Spellfire for Destruction. I think I went Spellfire, but still, it was a horrible experience. So it was me alone killing fire elementals over and over and over for days. So sad. So sad. After I finally had the set, the raid group was cleared through Karazhan and onto Gruul's lair. They let me come with them once. We cleared the boss, but I never got any loot. Not really surprising for a Gruul's lair kill. At that time, half of my co-workers hated the guild we merged into, and half, and he notes here, the half that got loot wanted to stay. Those Burning Crusade I thought he said BC problems, like this is a Burning Crusade problem, right? This is a Burning Crusade problem, nothing else. Total Burning Crusade problem. I've not managed to farm 1,000,000 fire motes. I can't remember how many Eternal Fires you needed for that set, but something like 38, 40, I think. You needed something like 400 motes. It's fucking insane. Absolutely ridiculous. So the people who got loot wanted to stay. The people who didn't get loot from Karazhan wanted to leave. This caused a conflict in work and some heated arguments between supervisors about the games. The fucking management at his work is arguing about leaving the guild. Can you imagine you walk into that? Let's say you just got hired at this office and you walk into the office and your management is arguing about their WoW guild. Like heated arguments. Over the next few weeks, there was no WoW talk at work. Well, we better not talk about it then. We better not talk about it. Okay. Not even during lunch or breaks. and the guild disbanded, and most of my co-workers left the game. In the end, it was just me and 2 friends that played. I cannot believe this. Do not make IRL packs. Come on, guys. You know this. But you didn't back then, so it's okay. It's okay. But we never got into high tiers of raiding. They focused on PvP, and I tried to pug when I got the chance. Wrath came and went, and I joined an Aussie guild. And honestly, that was probably the happiest I was in WoW. Good old Aussies, picking up the slack. Those guys are awesome to play with. No stress or drama with the Aussies. I got ordered. I got ordered to come back to America. Oh, right, okay. And when I got to my next base, I was the only one of 2 guys in my new shop that played WoW. Just assume. It's like they sent all the World of Warcraft guys over to Japan. Oh, yeah, you're a bit of a geek, right? You're off to Japan. We want to keep all, like, the real killers over here in America. America is where the killers are. Over in Japan, we're going to send all the guys who like play their games and shit, you know what I mean? Those kind of guys. Going to keep all the real badasses back in America for when shit goes and hits the fan. Fucking love it. It's like in the military base. Like in the military base, they go, so what are your interests? And they have a box that's like, plays WoW, doesn't play WoW, and then where you station. Plays WoW, Japan. Plays WoW, Korea. That's where you're going. Fuck off. We want to keep the real badasses back here in America. We fucking love it. The other guy plays Alliance, and I play Horde. You're on a base. There's 2 of you who play World of Warcraft, and you're on opposing factions. And what is that like to a military guy? Is that like a war? I don't know. To take that really seriously, it's like, plays Alliance, don't talk to this guy. Fucking crazy. We chat a few times at lunch, but gone is the time when I'm surrounded by WoW conversation all the time. It's not, buddy. I'm here. It's all good. I have left the game for a few months to try their MMOs. I was looking forward to Warhammer 40k Online. I was looking forward to Warhammer 40k Online. Ouch. But when they said it wasn't going to be an MMO, I went back to WoW. I went back to WoW. Mop came out. I have a level 90 Paladin, an 85 Mage, and an 82 Warrior. Currently focusing on my Warrior as he's more fun to tank with than my Paladin. Approved. Preach approved. Preach approved. I'm part of a pretty chill guild. I hope to get up to 90 and do some raiding. But after 6 years of playing and never... Oh, man. You're making me fucking cry. You've played WoW for 6 years and you've got as far as Gruul's Lair. Once. 6 years. 1 Gruul's Lair run. Dude. Dude. I've spent way more time watching WoW on YouTube than actually playing it. That's okay too. Because that's why we're here, alright? And FYI, in Japan I used to play at 400 ms ping for all my time in Japan. Good advice to roll a caster. If you have really bad ping, I seriously recommend you roll a caster. It's a great plan. It's a really good plan. Your friends are on the case. On the case. Enjoy your videos, keep it up, preacher, and congrats on being a daddy. Thank you, my friend, and I'm so sad that it took you 6 years. 6 fucking years to just clear Gruul's Lair. And one raiding experience. Oh my god. That's so sad. But good on you, man. Good times. And I'm sorry you don't have that WoW conversation anymore, but come and join us for a chat. Be all good. Our second story. I have a question. How many people in the chat are called Caleb? Out of interest. Hey, look, right, I might spill this all over myself, but it's Friday, so I want to treat myself to a monster, right? But I dropped the can, and now it's all goofed up. So if I spill this on myself, look, I had to use a screwdriver to open it. So if I spill it all over myself, then you know why. Success. Success. No one. Okay. Alright. Caleb just seems to be a really popular name. Recently. I'm getting a lot of Calebs. Where's the cider? It's a bit early for cider for me. Hollow Preacher and a Brofest 2. Oh, the story. What story are we doing? We're doing The Incredible Buy, because you all shit on it earlier. We all shit on it earlier. Okay, I was just reading the intro. Okay. My story starts off with our PvP group in Wrath of the Lich King. Sounds awesome. It was a great team, however, the attitude of PvPers is meh. No offense to any PvPers. With Rated Battlegrounds coming out, it brought a frenzy of new players into our already huge guild of 600 plus members. One of them was the server troll, and trolling was against our guild policies right after this story. How can you have 600 members and ban trolling? How can that happen? How can that happen? 600 members and no trolling? Who's going to be our server troll? Who should we pick? Who's going to be our server troll? Ooh, yeah, Lycooloo. I'm okay with that. Server troll will be Lycooloo. Lycooloo, you are our server troll. You all know him. He doesn't seem to do anything but be in general chat. And then occasionally he's at the daily quest hub, ready to gank your ass. You know the guy. You know the guy. He just lives in trade chat in one of the cities. That's where he belongs. That's where he stays. He's there forever and ever. One day our server troll, Lycooloo, joined the guild and brought along his wife, who was a raider and ended up going to the top raiding guild. Also a good friend of mine. He started his own PvP team and was ranked higher than our initial guild team 3v3 arenas. This made our PvPs jelly. Very jelly. Why? Why? Why would that make you jealous? Oh my god, that guy has a higher rating than me and he's in my guild. This is outrageous. What? Fucking losers. Losers. They went to the WoW forums because they couldn't troll anyone in trade due to guild rules. It brought up a huge rave and a lot of trolling people to the guild master who had been on one of those not so happy moods. Have you ever seen this? I'm sure there's so many of you have seen this. Where sometimes a thread about your guild gets started by those oh so lovely level 1 troll accounts. And you just fucking know it's someone from your guild who hasn't got the stones, the fucking nuts, the ball sack to say something either in guild chat or on the guild forum, and they take it to the fucking WoW forums. Oh my god. I've seen it so many times, these random threads that appear. Absolutely insane when people do that. It bothers me so much. Lycooloo was kicked the day Cataclysm came out. Sorry, Lycooloo, for your short time in the story. You've been kicked already. Maybe you make a comeback. Who knows? Lycooloo was kicked the day Cataclysm came out, but still a great friend of mine, as the Guildmaster's son. The other PvPers wanted to show off to him that they were overall better players. They bought. Nothing kicks you in the face like buying a 2.2k 3v3 rating. I am that awesome. Are you jelly, Lycooloo? Are you jelly? I really want to know. Are you jelly now? Huh? Are you jelly? Because the old guys bought a 2.2k rated team. They bought it. This brought about huge rage against our guild into how we couldn't get it like everyone else could. Good! Fucking good! It led to a downfall of 2 raid teams and the PvP team. As our guild is already a casual, friendly guild, your guild is not casual or friendly. I just want to point that out. All we could do was fight back in whispers because the PvPers didn't want to get kicked. You're an asshole. No, you're an asshole. You're a prick. You had to buy your team. Everyone fucking fighting in whisper? What the fuck? They're fighting in fucking whisper? What? What kind of fight breaks out in whisper? What fight is that? I'm fighting in whisper. I don't want to get kicked, but I'm fighting in whisper. Oh. They buy another 2.2k 3v3 team. Oh, they buy this team. Still lives unmentioned in trade chat and brought up a lot by a friend of Lycooloo's. Ooh. Ooh. Who shall beat Arash. Arash. Arash upon my balls. And a good friend of Lycooloo's, Arash, the almighty warrior. I don't know about that. He wanted to learn how to PvE and asked me since I was somehow known the realm's best rep paladin. The realm's best rep paladin. Yeah. That's funny. It's funny because it's true. It's funny because it's true. As the best rep paladin. Oh, in brackets he's saying, I play protection. Hey, that's the best rep paladin on the server. He's a tank. He's like, what are you talking about? He's fucking the best rep paladin. I'm telling you. He's a prop paladin though. But look at his damage. He's so fucking good at rep. It's unbelievable. He's so good at rep. People think he's a tank. He says, it just says in brackets, what the fuck? I'm a tank. I don't even play rep. That just says whatever's going on with all the rep paladins on that realm. I didn't mind though, because I taught new people and I met Arash in ICC. That works really well. I want more cheesy names out of you guys. I got Arash in ICC. I like that. I like that you got Arash in ICC. That's fucking legit. That's totally awesome. I got Arash in ICC. Middle of the fight with the PvPers in the run. I assume you mean middle of the raid. Arash brings up the buy and decides to make jokes about it. So the buy that we're referring to is the buying of the 2.2k team. And Arash, what a ridiculous time to bring that sore subject up. You're a bit of a penis, Arash. I just want to point that out. Arashi penis. Laughing in Ventrilo. Do you remember when you guys bought that 2.2k team and killed half the guild? That was funny, man. It's not a joke. That's not a fucking joke. Oh, all those guys who bought that 2.2k team and then ruined the guild. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Wasn't that funny, guys? That was funny. Do you remember when you did that shit? Oh, it's an awesome joke. Good day. Good day. Our guild master yelled at the top of their lungs and muted him on vent. This wasn't enough. He made an automated voice. Oh my god. The Ventrilo automated voice. The Ventrilo automated voice. Oh. And what did his automated voice say? What did it say? You mad, bro? Arash, you deserve your name. You are Arash on every guild you're in. You mad, bro? 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 Making the GM even more mad. The voice of the lurkers. The voice of the lurkers. You mad, bro? You mad, bro? You mad, bro? However, the rest of the team was laughing their ass off. The GM was trolling. You mad, bro? You mad, bro? That sounds like the funniest shit ever. I would love to have been in that raid. After this event, it was all calm until Mists of Pandaria, where I decided to run my own team. This is it. This is my opportunity, Mists of Pandaria. I had noticed a warrior in my team who couldn't get into Vent as a pug the first week we started Moghsham Vaults. It was Arash. Arash has gone undercover. Arash, just like any herpes, has gone undercover. Herpes has gone undercover, guys. It's all good. The herpes is undercover, so we're fine, right? Just like any good herpes, it hides until the worst moment. Good job, Arash. You've really sorted yourself. Best name ever, by the way. Best name ever. It works so well. It was Arash. He came along with us, getting no gear and doing little DPS for a PvP-crazed person. 2 weeks later, the downfall of my team because Arash said I bought my Tranquil Master title. I instead got called to run with the top guild and didn't hesitate to accept. This brought back the memories. Arash, you're such an asshole. My god. Arash, you rumour spread. You mad, bro. You mad, bro. You mad, bro. This top guild's like, hey, do you want to come with us? He's like, yeah, sure, I'll come with you. Gets the title. Arash steps it up. You bought that. This brought back memories of the 3v3 arena buy and caused a PvE versus PvP war on our server. You mad, bro? This carried on until one mage popped into the forums. Who shall be the mage? Who have we not had? I'm going to go with Zwarts. Zwarts looking good. Looks like he's level-headed. Mage is Zwarts. And Zwarts, you got serious and you took it to the forums, Zwarts. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Hey, saying me isn't going to get you into the story. I'm just saying. Just be generally in the chat. All good. This led until one mage popped into the forums named Zwarts. He did a lot of the FTA, FTH runs as playing both Ally, Horde, and Famed Crazed along the way. Another drama story to be told there as well. Good. He said the following, as I quote, "Why fight? Oh, you voice of reason, Zwarts." No, we haven't gone to the good book yet. We haven't gone to the good book. Zwarts is taking it to the WoW forums. He's keeping it chill for now. He's keeping it chill, okay? He's not quite gone to the WoW forums just yet. Why fight? Let's do each other's ways of entertainment and vote on which is harder. Well done, Zwarts. There is nothing better than PvEers trying to play PvP and PvPers trying to play PvE and then voting on which one they prefer. That's going to work. Zwarts, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot, Zwarts. You need to get the fuck out. You need to... Zwarts, you done goofed. You done goofed, Zwarts. You done fucking goofed. Idiot. The PvPers lost. Bad. As they couldn't get Stoneguard's 10... Okay, this is what happened, alright? This is what happened. They didn't vote on which one they preferred. What they said was this. PvPers believe, we've all heard this, PvE's scripted bullshit easy mode, right? Anybody can do it. So the PvPers were told, alright, you go and do a raid, and the PvEers will go and do some arena or raid battlegrounds or something like that. The PvPers could not get the Stoneguard's 10-man normal past 95% HP. Represent. Represent, PvPers. Represent that scripted bullshit. This is easy mode, man. I'm a fucking PvPer, bitch. They could get Stoneguard 10-man normal past 95% without dying. So instead, like any good PvPer, they went back to trade to brag about how they didn't buy their 2,200 rating. This is like 2 years old. This was in Wrath of the fucking Lich King. We're in Mists of Pandaria. We're in Mists of fucking Pandaria. This is still the only comeback. This is the only comeback. Oh, there's a good point then. PvPers have no tanks. What's a tank? What are you talking about? We need a tank? I don't know what you're talking about. What role is that? I don't understand. Do they have spell lock? I'm baffled. Let's get him on the 2.2k rating. Okay. One guy decided to go to the auction house and buy an epic chess piece and link it in trade. Hey guys, I bought this. Can I get 2,200? It's not a funny joke. That in fact costs you a lot of gold and it isn't funny. It's not funny. It's not. That's a bad joke. What you did there was fuck yourself. You fucked yourself trying to make that joke. That is a bad joke. It's not funny. It costs you gold. It's terrible. My mic off? No, my mic's fine. Yeah, if you're going to go and spend thousands of gold on an epic chest to go, haha, can I get 2.2k? No, because you're a fucking idiot. You probably just spent all your gold on that. That's the shittest joke I've ever heard. This guy, being in our guild, was G-kicked and G-banned. G-banned? If you're kicked, aren't you automatically banned? Isn't that the essence of being kicked from a guild? Is to also be banned from said guild? We have our own ban list. Yeah, it's usually people you've kicked, right? I don't know. You've got this list of people you've kicked. I get it. And brought up rage on all the guildies. You should be kicked. You're a fucking moron. That is a terrible joke. I would kick you for making that joke. If I ever see anybody in Stark make that joke, I will get off the stars and kick you. That's terrible. It's a fucking terrible joke. Ugh. This made one of our guild masters who didn't care about anything at all G-quit. He cares so little, he quit the guild. It's like, oh, whatever, I'm not asked. I'm just so not interested in this shit. As the outrage still lives on to this day. This day. Do you know how many PvP teams are bought and sold in World of Warcraft? Regular? I can assure you, if you want any more drama stories, to email me back. Email you back? And the last line is pretty scary. I don't email you back, I read it out, okay? And then you know you've read it. Send us more drama stories, we like that. That's awesome, that's a good story. Let that joke die. The 2.2k rated team, if you're still chirping on about that, it's old. That's old. Okay. We have one final story. I'm going to attempt to drink from my can again. Beautiful. Success. From boy to baller. From boy to baller. Let's continue on in this wonderful, wonderful way. Boy to baller. Holla, Preach, and hello to you. Hello, my friend. And a mighty brofist to you. Nice. This is a story filled with drama of my rise from a bad player to a great raider. Smug bastard. Look at the ego. Thinks he's fucking really good. Bullshit. JK, I have no idea. It all started one day when I went to my friend's house and saw him playing WoW. Oh, we were about 10 at the time. Oh, hey, WoW is for 12 plus or 11 plus. You're too young to be playing WoW. If you see some of the filthy ass fucking transmogs, these guys submit to me on a weekly basis. You're not old enough to see that shit. Not old enough. Put it down. Not old enough. He was raiding Zul'Gurub with his guild, the Lords of Havoc. Oh yeah, the Lords of Havoc. I believe he was kiting a boss whose name I can't remember on his mage named... Ooh. We've had Poop Feast before. Captain Coke Can. Captain Coke Can, you will be our instigator in the story. Captain Coke Can. Which boss in ZG required kiting by a mage? That's baffled me. That's absolutely baffled me. Right, I'm going to have to do this. I'm sorry. Jeklik, no. Spider, no. Panther, no. There's no boss that requires kiting by a mage. There's not. It's bullshit. I call shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans. Or maybe it was a wipe. After I watched the raid, I was instantly hooked, and the next day I went out and bought a copy of WoW and signed up. How rich are you for a 10-year-old? Just throw in them fucking dollars. Hakar doesn't need any fucking kiting. It's bullshit. Dollars. 10-year-old just throwing it down. Oh, it actually says. Oh, it says it in a second. After I watched the raid, I was instantly hooked, so next out went out, bought a copy of WoW and signed up. I had no idea what to play or even how to play the game, but I had always been really good at games. Yes, even at 10-year-old, I was a baller. I can relate, son. I've always been naturally good at games. It kicks ass. It's a good feeling, right? You invite your friends around from school, you own them constantly. How many times have you had your friends? Because I imagine everybody here is pretty much a baller, right? And pretty good at games. How many times have you brought your friends around to your house, owned them, and they want to change the game? And then you change it and still own them. Yeah. That's the good fucking shit right there. That's the good fucking shit. So I didn't think I'd have a problem learning this game. Rookie mistake. But you are 10. You are 10. The first character I created was a Tauren warrior. Okay, I assume you're not going to stick with this character, so I'm not going to give it a name. In the US. Name because I didn't know what the hell a Tauren was. What's a Tauren? It does show you when you create a character, right? It does show you, right? It still does that. I haven't created a character for a while, but it still shows you what your character looks like. What's a Tauren? What's that there? That's what you've chosen. But still, Tauren warrior, I'm all about that. I'm all about that. Oh, dude, but you had to play through original Mulgore. Sad, bro. That's real sad. And can we all bow our heads? Anybody who's ever leveled in the original Mulgore will bow our heads in silence for how tragic that experience was. Only as bittersweet as watching Doom the movie. Terrible fucking leveling experience. My god. Worst questing ever. We salute you, Mulgore, for trolling us that hard with that fucking zone. Every day I would come home from school and spend the rest of the night playing WoW. Oh, how awesome it is to be 10 years old. What worries do I have in this world? None at all. Fuck your couch. What level am I getting? My friend rerolled an Undead Priest. Nice. You guys, Tauren Warrior and Undead Priest? Fucking loving this combo. And helped me level to about 30 before he got bored and only started playing his mage. That's okay, he went back to his main. I was fine with this because I wanted to experience the game for myself and didn't really want his help anyway. Nice. Nice. I can see. This is when I know somebody's watched a lot of my videos. This is when I know. When people say things like that, I know you've watched a lot of my videos. I know it. I know it instinctively. I fucking know it. I know you're just like, yeah, I've seen what happens. I progressed rather slowly through vanilla, and when I got to around level 55, I started talking to the warrior class master in my friend's guild. Looking back on it, I realised that I pestered the shit out of him and probably really annoyed him because I was young and didn't understand the game very well. Nothing wrong with that. He said that when I get to level 60, they would trial me as a tank. Are you kidding me? A 10-year-old tank? Not on my watch. Not on my fucking watch. You can count that shit out immediately. How old are you? 10? Fuck off, right? I'm serious. You might be awesome. I'm not having a 10-year-old tank in my guild. You can be a 10-year-old DPSer for sure, right? I'm not having a 10-year-old tank. It's not happening. It's not happening. Not on my watch. No way. It's not happening. I'm sorry. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it at all. I'm not playing that game. We would try to use it. I may try to use a tank. No way. No way. I never hit level 60. Aww. Because school got in the way and I started too late. Oh, so it's rather late in vanilla. Okay. When the Burning Crusade came out, I was level 57. Bastard. Why is that a total bastard? Why is it a complete bastard to get the Burning Crusade, go out and buy it, and be level 57? Why is that the biggest pile of shit in the universe? Because 58 is when you can go to Outlands. What a bastard. Oh my god. Burning Crusade, guys. Let's play. You can't. You gotta go and do your fucking vanilla bullshit. You know why it's hilarious? Because it happened to Genji. Genji was level 56 when the Burning Crusade came out. And while we were all having fun, he had to go and do level 56 content. It was the best day of my life. Seriously. Best day ever. I've got the Burning Crusade. I went out and bought him the Burning Crusade. I went and bought him. I remember giving him his code to install it. I remember it. And he couldn't play it. That was the best shit ever. One level too low to go through the Dark Portal. So I grinded my way through the blasted lands. I finally hit level 58 and immediately went through the portal. It was an amazing sight. It was, right? Are we all there? Are we all on board? Are we all on board with that? The first time you went through the Dark Portal, especially if you were there for TBC launch. What a fucking experience. Awesome. I finally hit level 58 and immediately went through the portal. It was an amazing sight. I eventually got into my Lords of Havoc. Success. Took me a year, but I finally managed to get into the Lords of Havoc. Fucking winner. Yeah, it's what I've been working so hard for. I want to be in the Lords of Havoc. As a social friend, which I was fine with because I thought that when I hit 70, I would be able to raid with them. So many of you do this. I will join as a friend, and then when I cap and shit, me to raid. No. You're a friend. The raiders don't even think you exist. Unfortunately, the raid leaders certainly don't. Right? Certainly don't. Which I was fine with because I thought that when I hit 70, I'll be able to raid with them. I was wrong. I, in fact, never even capped in the Burning Crusade. What? Why don't you cap your characters? What the hell? Yeah, friend-zoned. You are friend-zoned. I never even capped in... You didn't do Netherstorm? Are you fucking crazy? Let me guess. You got to Blade's Edge Mountains and shot yourself. Blade's Edge Mountains? What the fuck were you thinking, Blizz? Seriously? Bastard. My friend quit the game shortly after capping. What a surprise. I too quit the game shortly after because I was about to go to high school and didn't want it interfering with my schoolwork. Very, very grown up. I guess you started playing WoW again. This, however, did not work. I ended up picking the game back up sometime in high school, right about the time Trial of the Crusader launched. The fucking horror. The horror. Have you heard of this Trial of the Crusader? It's like a big coliseum. You can sell Trial of the Crusader to somebody who's never seen it. It's a huge coliseum. All the leaders of the Alliance are there. All the leaders of the Horse. And fucking Arthas is in there. Arthas is in there. He comes out at the end. You drop down through this massive hole. You fight this underground beast. He's been building tunnels underneath Northrend. It's fucking mad. It's well good. And then you go in there and you want to kill yourself. Ugh. I really enjoyed questing through Northrend because I thought the lore was really cool. It was good. At this point in my WoW life, I had started to read up a lot of lore, and that's probably why I got back into the game so heavily. I think Wrath of the Lich King Lore-wise, by far the best expansion. Miles better. Storyline-wise, Wrath of the Lich King is fucking awesome. It's really, really good. Everybody should have done the quest where you play Arthas and you fight Illidan. It's really awesome. It's really, really good. If you've never done that quest, it's in the game. It's in the game. It's there. You get to be Arthas. You get to be the Lich King, the actual Lich King, and you go and fight Illidan. It's well good. It's really good. It's in the game. It's in the fucking game. At this point in my life, I started to read up a lot more on lore. After I leveled up by myself, I ended up hanging around in Dalaran, where I met a small group of people who had a guild. How does that happen? How the hell does that happen? How do you hang around in Dalaran and bump into people? Like, you make it sound like some sort of Sherlock Holmes movie with people like throwing coins and shit in the corner. Where I met with a small group of people. They were looking to start a raiding group. This guild consisted of a GM, a middle-aged housewife. Harsh. That's harsh, calling them middle-aged. Who, in my opinion, makes some of the best players. Middle-aged housewives. Interesting theory to be discussed on a daily. An alcoholic. Gotta have your alcoholic. You can't start a new guild without having an alcoholic. It's important. Okay? You need that guy. Because he's the first to get kicked, right? The GM's husband. Me. Oh, so the lady's in charge? Dude, what? The man is in charge of the guild. Am I right, guys? Who's with me? Who's with me? Who's with me? You don't let your wife from the guild? It's crazy. What the hell? Come on, guys, stay with me. I got all the girls like, what the fuck? Come on, guys, stand up for yourself. Stand up for you. Fight for your rights. And a few other people. I was naive at the time, and I thought this would work out. No reason. Hey. What could possibly go wrong with a husband-wife, wife-in-charge guild with an alcoholic in there? Dude, what are you talking about? Yeah, if the alcoholic's the tank, awesome sauce. I really want that to happen. I really want that to happen. You might think this is where the drama really starts, but not yet. We're almost there. So stay with me. Stay with me. This guild never got off the ground as we couldn't really recruit people to raid with us. Really? The alcoholic was the head of recruitment, guarantee. He's like slurring his chat and shit. And they're like, oh, you've been drinking one of them beverages that makes you chat all slur? He's like, no. What drink is that? You don't seem to be saying hick. What are you talking about? This fucking crazy ass drunks recruiting people. Yeah, you've installed the game. You can join. You're fine. Eventually, I decided I really wanted to raid the Icecrown Citadel and kill the Lich King. So I applied my warrior tank to a guild called Awake. After a trial run, I was accepted. Hurrah! I get to raid. Everything was going along smoothly until I noticed that our DK raid leader, who is going to be the drama llama? Blind nudge, it's you. Sorry, Zwarts, you didn't really get a look in, did you? DK! Is it raid leader or... Yeah, raid leader. Raid leader will be Blind Nudge. Blind Nudge. You're in. You're in the story. Oh, okay. Alright. I need a kind of ladylike name. I need a kind of ladylike name. Who looks like a lady? Who's a lady? Who's got a lady style name? Mind Twister. Sounds like a lady to me. Too soon? Too soon or what? Mind Twister. You shall be our lady. Mind Twister the lady. So good. Soon I noticed that our DK raid leader, Blind Nudge, would sometimes give our hunter, Mind Twister, some special treatment. Bow chicka wow wow. I didn't really care though because I was the main tank and I got all the loot I wanted anyway. Oh, to be a main tank back in the day. To be a main tank back in the day. I get everything I want anyway. Fuck your couch. I don't give a shit. I'm the main tank, baby. Nothing bothers me. I get whatever I want. Some of our other guildies were complaining though. During our progression on normal on 10-man Sinestra, our Holy Pally, holy shit. Another name. This is like a fucking drama llama. Who should be a Holy Pally? Palator. He could be a Holy Pally. I don't know if you're in the story for very long. I honestly don't know. Our Holy Pally Palator went on vacation with his parents. Blind Nudge and Palator had issues with each other and usually fought during raids. I wonder what you're fighting over. I assume you mean 10-man Sinestra is what I would say. 10-man Sinestra. For those of you picked up on that, I would assume that's what it means. Palator was about my age, somewhere between 16 and 17, and whenever our guild asked our raid leader how old he was, he always dodged the question or gave a random number, 164. Good joke. Nope. This did not sit well with a lot of us, especially Palator. While on his family vacation for 2 weeks, our GM recruited another Holy Pally. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. None of us were especially happy about this, but the Pally was a nice dude, and we really wanted to progress onto the Lich King. Isn't that harsh? Isn't that harsh? He's like a nice guy. Oh, you're working on Sinestro while doing the Lich King. Congrats to you guys for going back and doing older, cool content. I like that. The next raid... What? Wait. No. That doesn't work. What? Wait. I call shenanigans. How could you have been working on 10-man Sinestro while working on the Lich King? Syndragosa. Ah, you guys are fucking legendary. Okay, Syndragosa. Alright. Alright, Syndragosa. that was like yesterday when Ghost asked me to retweet something. That was the face I did. It's like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? That was the exact same face. You just saw it live. That's the face I do when I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. That's the retweet face. None of us were happy, but we wanted to progress onto the Lich King. The GM Pally was a nice dude. I mean, the Pally was a nice dude. We really wanted to progress. The GM said he would kick the new Pally after Palator got back. What a dick. Who is the fucking raid leader? Blind Nudge, you're an asshole, man. Blind Nudge, you're an asshole. Hey, we join our guild. Okay, you're a really nice guy. Yeah, we're going to kick you when our friend gets back. Although we know it's a lie. We know it's a lie. We know it's a lie. Don't we? We know what's going to happen here. We can see it. Palator got back 2 weeks later, and we were now on the Lich King. The next raid, he was not invited, and our GM had invited another new recruit, replacing our DPS Shaman, who we all really liked as well. If anything, he should have replaced our Hunter, who wasn't that great. Even though she was really nice. Oh yeah, that's really going to happen. That's really going to happen. The guild fell apart after this, and I never got to kill the Lich King. Aw, dude. That's not cool. Instead, I started raiding on my Shadow Priest, Reroller. Right when the new Catatons came out, I remember the first time I did Morrigar, I killed myself with Shadow Earth Death because when you didn't kill something, it instantly resets its cooldown. Ooh. I spammed it and died almost instantly. How many people Shadow Earth Death themselves on Halfus Wormbreaker? Are you out there? Are you out there, Shadow Priest? Oh, this guy takes 1,000,000 increased damage. Let me Shadow Earth Death it. Oops. I done goofed. I done fucking goofed. Fuck that shit up. Oh, so funny. I loved it when the Shadow Priests killed themselves at the last part of that fight. Always good. How Blizzard didn't see this, I have no idea. I ended up quitting the game. Hopefully not because you killed yourself on Morrigar. That would be really sad. Shortly after I was preparing for college. Wow. This, however, also failed, as when I got to college 2 months later, I met a floor mate who played WoW. And this sparked my interest again because Kata looked really interesting. Didn't it? It did look really interesting. It did. When I logged back on, Blind Nudge and Mind Twister were still in the same guild, now at level 85. After talking with them a little bit, I decided to real ID friend them. It turns out the GM and the Bad Hunter had the same last name. Shocker. Oh man, I thought, they must be married. When I asked the Hunter how she was related to Blind Nudge, she told me that she was his mother. What? No! Ew! That's wrong, man. No, you don't play WoW with your mum. Who plays WoW with the mum? Ah! Oh. Dude. What the fuck? Ugh. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's like seeing 2 girls 1 cup for the first time. That's gross. I can't even explain why that's so bad, but it is, isn't it? Oh. Global. That's weird. You can't play WoW with your mum. Ooh, that's weird. I don't know, like your mum forcing you to stay up to raid? He's like, I really want to go to bed. I really want to go to bed now, mum. No, we've got to kill this boss. I'm the GM. Do you want to be grounded? There'll be no lunch for you tomorrow. Oh my god, you can't play. You're playing with your dad. That's cool, right? Dads are allowed to play games and shit. Not your mum. That's just weird. That's just fucking goofy. I don't like that. At least play in a different guild. How are you going to tell all those sexy jokes? How can you talk about Megan Fox if your mum is in the guild? You can't, can you? You can't do it. You can't do it. More sexy. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's like, oh, I totally banged Megan Fox and your mum's there. That doesn't work. That's not right. Oh, unless you have two mums. Still, that's not cool. Well, yeah, okay, lesbian mothers. That could work. That could work. Lesbian mothers would work. They can appreciate some Megan Fox, I guess. I don't know. I'm not playing WoW. I can only base this on my own mother. And if my mum played WoW, that would be fucked up. That would be fucked up. My mother, no. No. I suppose in the future, we're going to have a lot more mums playing WoW. There's a lot of girls playing WoW, but still, that has taken me aback. I was like, what the fuck? At this point, oh, you know what the best bit was? He was giving his mum loot. That's crazy. That's crazy. He was giving his mum loot, even though she wasn't that good. What a son. I wonder if he got special treatment for that. You're giving your mum extra loot? Do you get extra benefits for that? Do you get like an extra chocolate bar in your lunch or what? You know what I mean? Do you get to like skip your greens? I don't know. I'm just basing it all on the mum. You know what I mean? I can only base it entirely on my mum, and that is just not cool. That's not cool. If my mum logged into WoW, I'd be like, I don't know what to do. At this point, I had gotten tired of tanking on my warrior, and since I had so much fun DPSing as my Shadow Priest, I decided to main switch. I leveled really fast as Blind Nudge was putting together another raid group, and I wanted to join. When I hit cap, he said he had already filled my slot. Bastard. You are the slowest leveler ever. You are. You're a slow leveler. It took you 3 days to get cap in Wrath of the Lich King. Come on, brah. So I did what anyone would do. I said, fuck you, and applied to another guild. Got accepted later that week and transferred the next day, and haven't talked to Blind Nudge since. You might think this is where the drama ends, but you would be wrong, my friends. You would be wrong. I had applied to a guild called... who was 10 out of 13 normal at the time. I raided with them for about 2 weeks and did really well. As I got older, I started to grasp the game mechanics really well. It turned out I was really good at being Shadow Priest, topping DPS meters in almost every fight and rarely messed up. After 2 weeks, I logged on for raid, only to see that the GM raid leader was not on. In fact, the officers weren't on either. Where is everybody? Ooh. It turns out they were tired of the guild drama going on, which I was totally unaware of because I was new. Fucking hate guilds that do that. If your guild's about to fall apart, stop inviting people. It's terrible, especially if they pay to transfer. It's fucking absolutely atrocious. Don't do that. It's terrible. Later, so I decided to transfer again. Oh, I was new and decided to take the best members of the guild and everything in the guild bank. What kind of new recruit gets access to the guild bank? I don't know. And transfer servers to a new 10-man. Later that day, I was browsing WoW Progress and I saw a guild called... that was 6 out of 13 heroic and applied. I was again accepted because my logs were so great. Shit joke, right? Sounds like poo. Even though I was undergeared, this guild was a hardcore guild that wanted to push heroics and was aiming for a top 5 on the server. Pretty good considering how high up we were in that realm. I think we were 5th. This was probably the most fun time of my raiding career. We ran with 2 other Shadow Priests, both of which I still talk to almost every day. Every pull was a competition between the 3 of us, which is the awesome part about being in a 25-man guild, by the way, is that you have competition inter-class, which is always great. I think some people fear that. That's why they like the idea of 10-man. I see what you did there. 99% of the time, we were within about 1k DPS of each other, all maxing out our rotations. At one point, it got so competitive, we even tried to stand in melee to get our apparitions to hit faster. Hey, I've done that on my Warlock. Done that on my Warlock when I was fighting with another guy. So we could proc more. We ended up killing all 13 out of 13 on Heroic, placing 4th on the server and about 800th in the world. So Firelands rolls around and we start progressing. After clearing the normal content in about a day, thanks to PTR testing. Hey, fair play to you, 800th in the world doing PTR testing, that's kick ass. We were able to hop on some alts and start practicing the Heroic strats. I ended up getting really burnt out on Heroic progression and stopped raiding with them shortly before they killed Alice Razor on Heroic. During Dragon Soul, the guild broke up because of some shady drama that happened at BlizzCon. Oh. I still talk to some of the people from the guild though, as they were close friends. I quit for a while at Dragon Soul because fuck Dragon Soul. I think we can all agree. I had pugged the whole thing and even a few Heroics and just got bored, so I quit the game. This again failed when Mr. Pandaria came out. My flatmate and I really wanted to raid the new content. After gearing up and pugging a 16 out of 16 normal and like 3 Heroics, I started watching your channel. Hello. Something you said about re-rolling intrigued me. Because of all that Heroic content progression, I was burnt out of my Priest and wanted to try my Fury Warrior. After capping him in 2 days, now you're leveling. Now we're leveling. We're good. We're leveling now. From 84, I never maxed him in Kata. I raided with my guild flatmate and started, which is going pretty well. We cleared 16 out of 16 the first week on 3 separate days with a few pugs each time, as we don't have a full raid team yet. Thank you for reading this story and a bunch of drama. No worries to you, my friend. What a wonderful story it was. The Mother-Son Raiders of WoW. Mother-Son Raiders of WoW. The Mother-Son Raiders of WoW. Interesting. I know I'm going to get a load of comments tomorrow saying, I'm a mother and I play with my son. What's the problem? And I'm going to be like, it's fine. Do what you want. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That is the culmination of Drama Friday, my friends. That is the culmination of Drama Friday. It's 3 wonderful stories and 3 great authors. And I'm really, really pleased with how you presented them. We had no things without paragraphs, which is cool. Which is awesome and awesome and awesome. But it's not fine. But it's not fine. Oh, man. Alright, so we're going to call it there because it is web show tomorrow. We have a web show tomorrow at 8 PM, which is like 2 hours from now. If you're watching this live, it's 2 hours from now, tomorrow. 26 hours. Do all the math. The web show will be starting with me and Ghosty. We'll have another drama story. We're also going to be looking at your transmogs. So if you have awesome transmogs, still not too late. I'll be putting all the transmogs for the show together tomorrow in about, I'm going to say, in about 14 hours. So if you want to finish your transmog, put it up on preachgaming.com in our community contest forum. And we'll be doing your transmog competition tomorrow. And please send me your brofist and a little picture of yourself doing that to me, and we'll stick you on the wall of fame so we have you all up there. We want to fill that map. So take it easy, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. I will see you exactly in 26 hours, pretty much. All right, 26 hours from now, live web shows. Take it easy, ballers. Have a great weekend. Remember, your weekend is important. Your weekend is important, so please do something with it. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Question time will be at the web show. All right, bye. I'm actually going to play the outro because I'm actually about to play some WoW, so I might as well stream it.